So students, so we're talking about in the last class we talked about India, its geographical extent. So now we'll talk about its latitudinal and longitudinal extent. Latitudinal and longitudinal extent of mainland is about 30 degrees. Despite this fact that the east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. From Gujarat, that is from the west, to Untitled Chapter, that is to the extreme east, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, time along the standard meridian of India passing through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh is taken as the standard time for the whole country. The latitudinal extent influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north. The world's 10th largest countries in population, that is 2005, as India is in the second position, China is in the first position, then United States, then Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Russia, Nigeria and Japan. Latitudinal and longitudinal map of India. So you can see the latitude and longitude that we discussed earlier. From here you can see from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. Here. So the difference, the time lag is around 2 hours. So we take the standard time duration of Mirzapur as the standard time of duration. Okay. So position of India on the globe. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is a southward extension of the Asian continent, and the Trans-Indian Ocean, which connects the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India. The Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish the close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coastland with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean, which justifies the name of the ocean after it. So India position in the globe. India has a central location between the East and the West Asia, and it is a southward extension of the Asian continent. There's a Trans-Indian Ocean which connects the countries of the Europe in the west and the countries of the East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India. The Deccan Peninsula also extends in the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coastland, and Southeast and the East Asia from the east coast. India's neighboring countries, if you can look, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. India on the international highway of trade and commerce. India's contacts with the world have continued through the ages, but the relationships through land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchtantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The spices, the muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from the West Asian can be seen in different parts of the country. So India always has been rich in culture and heritage, rich in structure building, architect building. So there were many things that were indigenous to India. Like India were also at times India were one of the major land routes for ancient travelers, and the ideas of Upanishads, the Ramayana, the stories of Panchtantra, Indian number system and the decimal number systems were supposed to reach many parts of the world through this. And the spices, that India is rich in spices, the muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. So in the next class we'll start with discussing about a bit of Indian neighbors.